Frank Roberson joins us, heading up the Black Rhino Group. He's an expert in protection and counterintelligence. Frank, thank you for your time today.
Hey, good morning. Thanks for having me.
What do you think about the former president going back to the scene of the crime?
Man, it's going to be a big day. This could possibly be the most anticipated, most watched political rally we've ever seen. We've got so many dynamics going on with this, so the communication is going to be better than they were last time. You have the drama between the Secret Service, where they basically threw local law enforcement under the bus, and then local law enforcement got them back last week during hearings. You got reports of complacency last time in Butler. I mean, there's so many things that can happen this time that we may or may not see, but I hope they have some of those comms figured out, the counter surveillance teams in place, someone on the AGR building. Those are things some of those things you'll be able to see. But, I mean, it's a big day for them. I mean, the agents that are taking the bullets every day, it's just another day. But, you hear golfers say, major tournaments are just another tournament. This is not just another rally for the Secret Service.
The Butler County Commissioner there, Leslie Oshie, saying that Butler County Emergency Services Agency will be the unified communications bridge between the Secret Service, state and local police, fire, and EMS. Now, given all that, do you think there was any sour grapes, though, between, like you said, the boots on the ground there, they were kind of targeted and made fools of by this administration, and now, here they are having to step it up again?
That's going to be tough. I mean, you have to have that. Hopefully they maintain that professionalism and do their job. But, I mean, the key point is going to be in the command center. Are they really going to have and allow local law enforcement to have somebody in that command center? Because that 30 seconds between when that deputy saw the shooter and the shooter pointed a rifle at him and he radioed gun, gun, gun would have changed the whole conversation last time if somebody had been in that command center and been able to relay that to Secret Service. So I'm hoping that they can work together. But that's a dynamic behind the scenes that's going to be we're not going to hear about, but it's going to be interesting on the ground.
Has the Secret Service made any changes since that event?
Oh, I'm sure they have. I mean, as soon as the former president mentioned he was going to go back, if it was my team, I would have somebody there all the time because, if we can sit there and think about all the different possibilities that could happen, somebody putting something in the trees, someone, a new employee over at the AGR building that wants to do some harm this next time because they'll have access, all those things that you could possibly think about. The bad guys have already thought of it. So you have to be one step ahead and try to facilitate that. If the perimeter's been moved out, you have to have somebody in the trees, sweeping the trees every day. Have there been any new improvements built on the fairgrounds and by whom? There's a lot of things that go on your list when you're going back to a location, especially if there's been an assassination attempt.
Right, and they're saying, unlike the first rally back in July, there will be one command post there from, and if you're going to have a person from all law enforcement and emergency services working. Tell us how big of a game changer that is.
That's huge because, communication. You go through the list of things. Someone saw the shooter in the parking lot where law enforcement was parked, but no one, reached out. 90 minutes, he's flying a drone over. Not everybody knew about it. It's going to be huge. Communications and the perimeter, they're probably the two biggest assets that they have, and they have to get it right this time.
Frank, we only have about 30 seconds, but I want we were just talking about this before you came on the air with us. I would think, just looking at this would be one of the safest places you could go because there's no way they're going to let something happen this time.
Yeah, you hope so. And, people are going to watch. My wife teases me because I watch ice skating when she watches at the Olympics to see who falls. There are going to be people watch this rally to see if something does go wrong. Yeah. And it's going to be a big day for Secret Service. They got to get this one right.
Yep, huge.
Frank Roberson heads up the Black Rhino Group. Frank, thank you so much for coming on today.
Hey, thanks for having me. Appreciate you guys.